Hello there ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It's Alexander Hilly123 here and it's time for a new video, and as you can see from the title it's time for my Resident Evil 2 Leon hardcore difficulty walkthrough today. This is about 2 months after the game has come out. Played it a heck of a lot. I've nearly platinumed it on both the Xbox One and the PS4. I've not got it on the PC because, oops, wait a minute. Yeah, my laptop isn't powerful enough anymore to play a modern game. I'll be getting a new setup in about a couple of years, but that's the main problem with the master race for me, is I don't know how to build a PC, I don't know how to insert graphic cards and all this kind of bullshit. I'm very, very noobish when it comes to that kind of thing. I wish I wasn't, because I was into PCs back in the day. Well, actually using them, but building stuff, never got used to it. You know, I'm nearly 30 now, probably never going to happen, not got the time, can't be arsed. I'd rather just stay as a console scrub. But anyway, Resident Evil 2, I've got a review, wait, that rhymes, on my channel, and I watched it back, and that review was probably more forgiving than it should have been. I do have problems with this remake, although it is still a solid game, a solid experience for people who never played the original and also people who did play the original. But I was streaming this on Hardcore a few weeks ago, and somebody who follows me on Twitch came into the chat. We were talking a heck of a lot. You know, I said I'd give it an 8 out of 10, and he said that he really wasn't a fan, give it a 5 out of 10. And yeah, you know, we're talking back and forth whilst I was streaming the game, and I was criticising it a lot, mainly playing as Leon, and then I played it as Claire, and I really enjoyed it. Overall, I do like this remake, but I have some big issues with it. Big issues! But, you know, I am somebody who will criticise a game even if I love it. Like Seraphim17. If you don't know Seraphim17, he analyses and criticises games even that he loves. Very interesting gamer, and one of the best in terms of Let's Plays on the internet. But this is not going to be a speedrun, it's not going to be S plus rank, it's not going to be the best hardcore playthrough you've ever seen. My gameplay is okay in Resident Evil 2, I know some tricks here and there, I know where most things are, I know the clues to the puzzles because I've got them written all down, because you need to really once you complete this game for the first time in order to, you know, get the S ranks and the speedrun achievements and all that. Like I say, I've nearly platinumed this game, but we're not going to be watching the cutscenes, it's not about the story. We're just going to be completing the game on hardcore. And let me just say that I am going to eventually do Claire after Leon, but I am not going to be doing the second run because I don't think it's worth it. I think that the second run was a bit weak, to be honest with you. I mean, initially we didn't even expect a second scenario, so we should be happy that we got one, but there just aren't that many differences. You know, Mr. X turns up earlier, some of the puzzles are different, and you have the last boss at the back of the train compartment, but it's a piece of paste just like it was in the original Resident Evil back in the day, but I feel like they could have done a little bit more with it. My main problem with this game is the gameplay and the zombies AI. Not so much their AI, but how tanky they are. Like, what on earth were they thinking of? They should have allowed you to have a knife by default in your inventory, like in Resident Evil 4, for example. It's not in your inventory box, but Leon just has a knife, and he uses it to finish enemies off. It's brilliant in that game. In this game, you're talking, on hardcore difficulty, I don't know, some enemies will take 20 plus headshots. You have to go for the legs in this game. It's the main gameplay dynamic. And I just feel like the gameplay isn't that fun in this game, and it should have been more fun. Killing the enemies used to be fun in the classic Resident Evil games, and it still took like 5 or 6 handgun bullets, but in this game it's just insane. Absolutely insane. They should have given you less ammo, but made the zombies less tanky. Mr. X is a bit of a ridiculous situation as well. I mean, I don't know why they made him some unkillable enemy. He was never that in the original. They should have made you, you know, able to drop him. Kind of makes me wonder what Nemesis is going to be like in the remake of 3. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. This should take me about 3 hours. The videos are going to be 30 minutes each. This one's going to be a little bit longer because it's got the introduction. Don't know how many times I'll save it. One of the main differences between standard and hardcore is that on hardcore you get less ammo pouches, which is pretty annoying. I will be getting the ammo pouches though. That's my favourite part of this game, is the backtracking and the typical classic Resident Evil traits of backtracking the puzzles, remembering what you need, and feeling that satisfaction of making progress. It's the gameplay and the gunplay that annoys me most. I'm playing the PS4 version, by the way, and you will hear that we've got the classic soundtrack. Because the classic soundtrack is still really good, and it works better than the new soundtrack, which is pretty bad, to be honest with you. There's just not much to it. There's not enough music in this game. But here's the first Zombo.
I'll shoot.
Get used to doing that. Deadass. Thing is, if you get hit here, your health will reset by the time you get to the police station. But already on the first zombie, you can see what's wrong with the gameplay. It's very annoying. I'm going to try and not talk about it too much, but there are going to be moments where it makes me rage. But yeah, if you get docked onto caution or danger, there will be danger on hardcore, then by the time you start in the streets here at the start of the game, your health will reset. So, it doesn't really matter what happens there, but
This is out of control.
just discard that. I do like the element of discarding things from your inventory. It's very satisfying. Love this start of the game. It looks incredible as well. But yeah, playing the PS4 version because it looks better than the Xbox One version. At least the vanilla consoles, anyway.
Shit. It's everybody. They've all turned.
I'll tell you something though, I'm glad I did my first playthrough of this game on standard and not hardcore.
There it is. The station.
I've not got HDR. I've got a new TV, by the way, that supports HDR, but I'm not using HDR because I don't know if it'll fuck up the recording. There's a zombie there standing to the left. I always like to run to the right because he can sometimes G-bait you and get a bite on you.
Hello? Is it?
Ink ribbons! I'm not 100% sure, but I think there are about 25 ink ribbons in this game. More than enough. I'll be saving it probably about 10 times this game. Got a few deluxe weapons there. No idea how you get the other deluxe weapons, by the way, guys. But yeah, there's an ink ribbon, sorry, an aid spray there. And I'm just going to go upstairs to solve the lion puzzle straight away. And I'm going to get a bit of additional ammo. Because on this game, it's, you know, it's easy to say leave the zombies alive, you can run past them, but the way that they lock onto you on this game is absolutely vulgar. It really is. And it doesn't feel natural, and it doesn't feel fair at times. But yeah, there's about 5 handgun bullets down here. I'm going to get them now. I'm playing with the default clothes, by the way. Leon's got his casual clothes on now. And he'll change into his RPD outfit. There's a heck of a lot of different uniforms in this game. And costumes, I should say. That's the word. Maybe a bit too many, but back in the day, fans used to love the different costumes. I was never that bothered. But yeah, there's the first 2 zombies here when you come back this way. And I'm going to attempt to run past them because they don't properly spawn. Well, they've spawned, they're there in front of you, but there's a chance they might not attack you. I can't explain it, but they're less likely to bite you. Bit of ammo in the press room here. Mr. X can bust through this room later, through that wall as well. Bit like he did in the original. I'll pick up that ammo. Reload the gun. Matilda holds 12 by default. Later on it can hold more. Listen to this music. But yeah, I'm going to be running past the zombies and hoping they don't bite me. You could waste ammo, shoot them in the leg. But in this narrow corridor, oh man, it ain't easy. If you don't shoot them at all, you will get bit. But if I get bit, it's not the end of the world, because obviously you saw I got an aid spray before, and there's this hidden aid spray here. So if I do get bit, whatever. But something that I like to do on this game is interact with the doors like that, and then you can see the map, which is one of the best parts of this game. I love the map. It says chained door, so you know that that's chained, and then once you interact with other areas of the map, you'll see club key, heart key, spade key, etc. You'll know why that door's locked. You can see the shutters there. The map's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
Open up! Hurry!
So we've got this guy, of course,
Open this goddamn door! I'll get you out!
who's going to get wrecked. And there's going to be a zombie busting through. And you don't need to shoot this guy. You can just run past, but I'm going to kneecap him anyway. Classic music, of course. Oh yeah, this guy busts through as well. What are your knees made out of? I don't even have enough bullets to take these two out now. There we go, we got past them because they've not properly spawned into the room.
Does anyone know what started this?
I've never been bitten by them two, but I've seen other people get bitten by them. And the combat knife. Now we're in our RPD outfit. We've got Mervyn as well, he's just chilling out there. We've got flash grenades, we got combat knives, and we've got hand grenades. Did I say that? Flash hand grenades and combat knives, and you use them defensively. So if you get grabbed by an enemy, you can press L1 or LT if you're playing the Xbox version, and you can get your knives back. Obviously you can't get the hand grenades or the flash grenades back, but you can get your knives back. We're just going to run through here. This is a very, very dangerous location later on. We don't have the ability to board any of these windows up right now though. So we're just going to let that zombie bust through. Here's the map if you need it. And there's another chain door. I think there's 3 chain doors altogether. So although I'm not great at this game, I can tell you where everything is and things such as that. Press circle, there's the 180 turn. Can be useful in certain situations. We've got this fat zombie knocking on the vending machine. It's a nice touch. I think the quicker you go into the safety deposit room, the quicker that zombie gets up on the floor. So I might leave it till I get the 2 dials, you know, on the button pressing thing. Very well articulated there, Alex. But you know what I mean. I might do that later. You know, the safe dials, those puzzles are annoying, but yeah. Right, he's out of the equation now. And we can go into the West office where there's parts of the Matilda, a bit of ammo and gunpowder. There's a zombie that you can keep laid down for the whole of the game if you don't go through that way. But there's also one in there who will eventually get up. So I think I'm going to come in here and get the stuff first. There's a chance that that zombie on the floor may get me, and it's pretty vulgar. But it is what it is. This is a spade key door, by the way. Very important shortcut that later on in the game. This took me a bit of time to do on my first playthrough, this particular puzzle. This is the first gameplay I've recorded for a long time, and it's good to get back doing it. I don't really do it for many games, but obviously Resident Evil is a special series for me, so I wanted to do it for this. And now we've got the safe puzzles, which are a really cool addition to the game. I mean, there was that safe in the east side of the police station in the original. Classic. 2236. Never forget it. But here it is. Let me have a look. 9:15:7. So 9:15:7. And I think there's a pouch in here. And my lord, these are the most important thing in the game. So there we go. Now this guy, he could be anywhere, that's the thing. Right, he's getting up. So he's getting up, and his mate's still crawling around in a really dangerous position as well.
Oh, shit! Son of a bitch.
Right. Oh. Right, so on the second run playthroughs, regardless of the difficulty, it's not difficulty specific, but this guy will bust through. On the first scenario though, he will not bust through straight away. You can have the chance to board that up. That zombie is crawling really fast, so I'm just gonna pick up the extra loot. You do get an excess of gunpowder in this game, but if you play badly, you certainly don't get an excess of health. Health is more important. We're just going to stack the ribbons. You can already see we've got a decent amount. That is the capacity for the Matilda, so what you can do is use a lot of ammo and then use it when you're low on ammo, if you know what I mean. So I think it gives you a full 24 rounds. I'm not sure though, I might be wrong there, guys. But I'm happy with my inventory. We're stacking it up nicely. We're going to make progress. Let me think where we're going now. I think we're going to the 3rd floor. Fatty's walking back. This zombie's not going to get up until later.
What the?
Bit more ammo here. There's no zombie up here on the first scenario. There is on the second run though. I've got the spade key. And we're just going to open this. I think it's either cap or CDM or DCM. And there's magnum bullets in here. We will get them later. The liquors.
What in the...
I can't say I'm too keen on the liquors in this game, guys. I think they're way too fast for their own good, is how I feel. And they have the ability to kind of transport through areas. When you're not looking at them from behind, they will move in an instant across a large room, and it just seems bullshitty. But something else that's bullshitty is the library, and...
Marvin, I need you back here ASAP.
Are you okay, Marvin?
I've got something to show you. It's important.
Copy that. I'll be right there.
You're really going to want to clear this room out. I'm glad that zombie's nowhere near me. Here she is.
Just...
I'll take out both her legs. Okay. So we've also got this guy here. I've now only got 7 bullets, which is not good. But the reason that you want to take all these guys out is because a little later, I'm going to put the extra ammo in the gun now. Oh, it gives you 12 extra bullets. That's interesting. Yeah, a little later in the game, when we're doing the puzzle, where the books are, Mr. X is chasing you. And if you've got these 3 guys standing up, you'll have to use a flash grenade. It's going to be very, very hairy and very nerve-wracking for you. If you kneecap them now, it's a lot easier. They're still alive, although you could go in later once you get the shotgun and then just kill them. But this is the way I like to do it.
What the hell?
So all of these guys are now incapacitated at least. And what we've got is a retarded situation of them all being on the floor. I'm just going to run past and quickly use the spade key. There's 3 uses of this. One is there. I've got the red book as well. And I'm just going to... unlock this door right here. One more use of the spade key, then we can get it out of our inventory. And now we're going to go over to the right side of the police station, where Claire is. Man, I'd absolutely love this game if the combat was better. But, the combat. I'm going to take that herb. I could probably leave it be, but I've decided to take it. I don't know why. 6 to 11. Force of habit. But yeah, probably best to leave that herb, guys, until later. Thing is, the key items in this game will show up on the map, which is another fantastic feature. But I think that was the... was that the muzzle? Going to get the shotgun now, ladies and gentlemen. There's the key card for the weapons room. Probably the most obvious puzzle in the game, this. And this is for, I believe, later on in the game, what's it called? The stairs badge. There's the crank for later. There's another herb in this room, actually. There's the helicopter.
Marvin, I've got a situation here. I'm surrounded by zombies. Marvin, do you copy? Marvin!
Just going to put my handgun to the left-hand side, because that's the way I like it. And I've made my first mistake here, really, by clogging up my inventory so much. I can use some handgun bullets in the next room. I can combine the herbs to free up 2 spaces. There's going to be a few zombies that come into this room in front of me through the door. There's like a chair and books piled up. I'll open the door and basically clear those, and then zombies are going to come in. I will get these wooden boards out of my inventory as well, actually. So it should be okay. But this inventory is a little bit more clogged up than I'd like. I'm going to let another zombie go through the... if they do indeed do that. They do, don't they, do? This room is a clusterfuck, but here we go. More ammo. Stop him coming through. We've got ink ribbons there, but I'm leaving them for now. Got our first flash grenade. So we've got 2 key items here. We've got this valve. I can only take this and keep it in my inventory if I get the other key item, if I combine to make shotgun shells, but we're going to combine to make shotgun shells, so that's fine. This is the part of this game that's most satisfying for me. I've just reloaded my gun, and I've got another item free. This is what classic Resident Evil was for me. Oh my lord, and we've got another zombie in here. In fact, there's going to be 3 or 4 in here now. Right, so this is going to be hurry, but we're letting them in. Yeah. Oh shit, I've never seen this as dangerous as this right now. We're going to juke them all, ladies and gentlemen. Get that extra gunpowder as well. Yeah, that was pretty sweet, that was pretty sweet. In the B scenario, the item box isn't in this room. I really don't like that. But one more use of the cutting tool, or the bolt cutters. Let's admit it, they should be called bolt cutters. Put the shotgun shells back as well. We're going to get the shotgun. We're going to use that. We're going to use the round handle. We've got a defensive item. We've got a healing item. We're okay. Now, let me think here. We can go through... no, we can't go through that door because it's locked from the other side. So, this is a dangerous moment right now because a zombie is going to bust through. And I've got to kneecap one of them and then run on. Okay, again. As soon as you see him do that, you've got to move on. And again. I love that music, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. That's a key item right there. We're going to take this flash grenade. We're going to take this herb. And I think we're going to take this as well, just so I can have an additional one in my box. That's a heart key door, just for Claire. Now, there's zombies in this room, and I don't know where they are. And it's RNG, basically. They could be in a really good position. They could be in a really bullshit position. But the fact of the matter is, I'm going to be going into the room where the shotgun is. And I think it's a dynamic spawn where an enemy will come in there. I remember 106. But I don't remember what items or exactly were. That's film, so that's complete bullshit. I don't care. I think a lot of the good items are needed with the 2 and 3. Gunpowder. An extra knife is 103. Yeah. But here we have the shot it. So now we need to go back to the... Is it the second floor? I always get lost around here for some reason. Don't ask me why. That's bullshit game and you know it. So notice how I got my knife back immediately there. I want a defensive item. I shot that guy in the head for a tactical advantage and the game was like, nope, I'm not having it. Put the knife back actually, there's a flash grenade coming up, so it'll stock in my inventory, that's good. Free inventory slots available. There's a red herb in the stairs office. There's a key item which I combine with that. There's another flash, and I think there's gunpowder and a healing item. So... oh, the shotgun shells. Oh, but I'll get rid of that, okay. Oh, the female zombie's up. And she's... Oh, I thought she was going to go over the side then, which you can do. Oh! Jesus Christ, what is it? You see, what is he doing there? What is he doing there? You cannot expect that. stack up the shotgun shells. There's actually a safe as well. Jesus. Right, okay. So here is the first liquor in this room. I think there's some gunpowder in here, but we're going to leave it because I don't need it.
What in God's name?
16 shotgun shells. Another flash grenade. There's the magnum behind there. Key item. We're nearly ready for the first Birkin fight now, by the way. Get that red. Combine it with the green. High grade. I'm going to make magnum rounds with that. Aid spray. And I think that's the whole of this room done for now. This music, by the way. So, I think the liquor will be around the corner now. And this is an easy way to avoid the first liquor because he's always meant to be here. And you can just walk around him. The hardest liquors in the game are where either zombies or Mr. X are in the same room as them. That is tricky because with Mr. X you got to go fast, with the liquors you got to go slow. Anyway, we've got the unicorn, ladies and gentlemen. Fish, scorpion, Aquarius. Fish, scorpion, Aquarius. So, use the detonator, and I can have one more spot in my inventory for the last medallion. Bullshit game. He tends to be there for some reason, as if he's crawled up the stairs on his own, man. So people found out very quickly here, when this game released, and I'm talking within hours, that if you leave this door open and stand here and just let the explosion happen, oh my lord, what the hell is that? Then the door doesn't close again, and it's imperative that that happens here because there's a licker and a zombie that are going to spawn in. This is the maiden one. Woman, boar, snake. Woman, boar, snake. I think that's a snake. And there's a chance, a very good chance, that this liquor is going to hit me. If it does, we're just going to heal and move on. It's RNG. We can't think about it too much. Can't think about it too much, ladies and gentlemen. Can't think about it too much, ladies and gentlemen. And look at this. Look at this. Oh my.
Shit.
So as soon as I saw his head wobble there like that, then I knew I could make my move. And I did do so. Marvin's in a bad way right now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Sometimes I do go into my inventory to use an item, like old school Resident Evil, but you don't need to on this game. It's pretty sweet. It is kind of a shame on this game that you can't interact with items to not get clues. Although I say clues. Yeah, that's what you did back in the day. But just to find out more about the game world. But anyway, we're going to need to create some handgun ammo. We've got lots of shotgun shells. And a little trick for the first Birkin boss fight is if you're playing on PC and if you've got a higher frame rate, then the knife is more powerful for whatever reason. I don't understand the logic behind it. Obviously, I'm playing console scrub 30 FPS. I don't care. I'm having fun. But yeah. Let's create some more handgun ammo. 10 bullets? That is not enough. I could get, with the portable safe, I think there's a... Yeah, there's definitely a hit pouch where I got the shotgun from, but I think it needs you to input both the numbers 2 and 3, so I can't do that at the moment. I can only put the dial into either number 2 or 3, not both, obviously. So this is where I'm going to make my first save, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, I've got the infinite combat knife, but I'm not going to be using that. We are going to be using the combat knife to hit Birkin with. There's 2 grenades. There's a grenade before the Birkin fight and in the Birkin fight. What I'm going to do is hit him with both grenades, use a flash to stun him, hit him with a knife loads of times. Once he comes out of that stun lock, when he grabs you, you've still got the knife, so you're not going to take damage. Hit him with a knife, then I'm going to hit him with a shotgun, hope he goes on his knees, blast him with about 3 or 4 shots. By that time, 75% of his health should be gone. And yeah, it's a pretty cool boss fight. The boss fights in this game, they vary from quite good to pretty annoying and bad. I think the first Birkin fight is pretty good, but we've got a lot of health. I'm just gonna take 1 health item. There's a few herbs in the Birkin boss fight, so I'm not going to take more than that. But we're ready for the boss fight, but we're going to make the first save now, and I'm going to end the first video here. The rest of the videos are going to be a little bit shorter than this, but really enjoying this so far. I think there will be more rage to come later on in the game, but yeah, so far so good. See you guys in the next part. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.